Please choose a screen and subtitle language. English. Confirm. Have I played the Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I always feel like these things are wrong. Like, really, barely visible would be like here. Like, that's like all the way to the left. That's not really what you want. Please enter the current time. Wow, it's exactly 12 a.m. How do I make it p.m.? What? Huh? What do you want from me, game? What? Okay, fine. Those sliders are never accurate. Is this really how they want me to do this? How annoying. It's an annoying sound, isn't it? Yay! We cheated. Okay. And now it's 12:01. God damn it. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the menu, main menu. Okay. See? This is why I'm always confused when people are like, you have to play this game. Because this has no barbarians or wizards or dragons in there. Or spaceships. Or ray guns. Alright, let's see. Settings. Field of view. I don't know. Maybe something like that. We'll see. Controller. Narrator music. I'll try that. Oh, really? This doesn't work on my my game slider? Oh, it does. Okay, perfect. All right. I think we're good. Controls. Forward, back, left, right, jump. Okay. Begin the game. Call center vibes, I know, right? And that is an old computer, it is. The end is never, the end is never. Never is the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I figured that.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That about sums it up for me.
Others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That's great!
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Zombie apocalypse. 427. Why is it making keyboard noises while I'm over there? All right. $429. Is it in their office? Can I grab anything here? I can't tell if the FOV is right or not.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that what I really do, though? Or do I take photocopies of my butt? This is the perfect opportunity.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's not gonna make me not look, though, dude. Who farted is on that mug? All right, I know, no work. That's Justina, why are you saying no?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Yes,
but
I
it
did.
didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yes, it does. Now it makes me want to touch everything even more. Let's shut that off. I'll turn this one on. Why does everybody have a who farted mug? I don't understand this. Alright, what's the meeting room look like? I'm gonna smash through a window. Smash!
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
You son of a bitch. You shut your dirty mouth. Okay. I hate Mondays. Leave me alone. Ball 16. Ball 15. This isn't a scary game, is it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I don't. I'm not going to do that. In before Bog doesn't remember his office number. 427. I wrote it down. Do. He wanted me to go on the door on the left, right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I want to go to the meeting room now. Hey, jerk. Do I have choice? This is the illusion of choice, isn't it? Like, here I feel like I'm being all clever and contrarian, and I'm not going to do what he says, but this is exactly what he wants. So I have to do the thing that he wants in order to really trip him up.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
With a
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's an immaculate room with this tripping hazard.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
And the soft
really
drinks.
Worth it.
Really worth it. Okay. That's a very low Imagine
At
using this
point,
coffee maker.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
You're such a jerk. But then he knows you
Stanley
know.
sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I don't think I'm going to get it. Evil Sonic says, but he knows that you know that he knows that you won't, and he wants you to, so he will, he wants you until you won't. What? Something like that, yeah. Something's going to happen if we wait here longer. All right, let's go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Is that what I'm going to do? Yeah, please look out for fun moments to clip, gang. You TikTok fodder would be great.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to go back. Oh man, do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. I'm not lying, I'm just not following directions. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for missing, okay? 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. If I survive. Alright, I'll go back now. I promise I'll be good. I'll be good, I'll listen. I'll listen. I don't want to go across this. It's scary.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Coercion. This is absolute coercion. Now, what if I jump down on the catwalk and then escape that way?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
This is so interesting because I've barely done anything, but I'm already like second guessing everything. Like, should I just be following orders? Should I try at every attempt not to listen to this guy? Like, you get paranoid like instantly. You're an office worker, not a superhero. What? We can do it. We can make it. We can make this jump. I know it. Actually, I can't jump. I have no ability to jump. You can't jump. Achievement unlocked. Literally spamming spacebar. Yeah, so there we go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What?
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
What? Oh man, this game's awful for me. Like, I second guess all the decisions I make anyway. Triples. And now I'm like, do I just listen to see what happens if you listen? Do I want to keep going with this narrative of not listening to see how crazy the narrator gets? I can't decide. I got chat telling me what to do, and I have to factor that in? Do I just go because Cybermonk told me to just go? Do I not go because Dublin Ari's head hurts? Should I have ice cream later today? Wait, we're back. This is where we were, right?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
The answer is always ice cream. But I had ice cream last night, too. Hey, Peachy, what's up? That's 8 decisions you have to stop now. Imagine if you only had to make 8 decisions a day. That'd be great. That would be, I'd be okay with that. I want to escape. still want to take photocopies of my butt. That's still something I want to do this game. And we're back in my favorite room.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Like a bird. Home free. I want him to make fun of my love for this room some more. I guess not. Somebody spilled their coffee in there.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, look at this. It's all messed up. It's all messed up. We are messing up the world. Oh, is this really not going to be a choice? No choice, but we did mess up those lockers real good, didn't we? Didn't we? If we only had a crowbar, that would be something.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
Sorry.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
Bro needs a nap.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you?
No.
You're a child.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
Shit.
I tried so hard to make...
Damn it!
...behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't do it. I can't do the right thing ever.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I can't do it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't do it. I just can't.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
I was there.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
All right.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Oh, man.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
the door on his left. Oh, man. I wonder if they have stats on how many people comply right away versus don't. I would think majority of people do not comply right away.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, do not alter without consulting the whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. Fire paper guy. Papers are too synergized. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Okay. All right. Today's a Patreon choice? Yeah, it's Jojo the dog face boy. Yep. To do. Synergize core value expenditures, shift global market. Parade. Monetize free to play. The broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Only because you won't let me go downstairs. Alright, his office looks weird. This is very strange decor. The beige pages.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
What's that panda picture? Yeah, you're right. There was a gun pointed
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
But it's the only option. Give me another option, and I'll take one of them.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
You told me to come here!
You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...